In today's video, we're talking about the new PS5 update, how the PS5 is going to be fully stocked this year, and a brand new bundle that's a partnership between PlayStation and Xbox. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to PSReady. We are back with the weekend edition of this show. I'm here with Ray. We just talked about Xbox, all these great games coming out, and now we're going to talk about PlayStation.
I'm ready to talk about PlayStation. I am, according to the game, 40% done with Spider-Man 2. And
we're right around the same spot.
Yeah.
I'm like 38 or something.
I have been doing and this is what happens to me with every Spider-Man game, okay? Like, I all gung-ho at the beginning doing all the side stuff. I'm clearing the map, and then as the game goes on and more side stuff gets added, I'm like... I kind of slow down on it.
The first thing we have to talk about today is a new PlayStation update. And when I texted this to Ray, I was like, the worst PS5 update. I have not kept track of the PS5 updates, but for how many features this one has, it's not great. But I'll run through it all. I'll let you decide, Ray. So the first thing in PS5 version 23.02-08.20.0 is music. In the control center, it's now much easier to use. With two-column layout, you can easily browse various categories, playlists, and songs. This is kind of useful because I use Apple Music on my PS5. It's less useful to me now that I have an Apple TV and that controls all my music, but it is cool if you're using it as your music player. You can avoid unintentionally broadcasting your surroundings while broadcasting games with your PSVR2. If you go into Settings, Accessories, PSVR2, and turn on Block See-Through View on TV, that'll prevent the camera see-through image from being displayed on your TV. So, I don't know, if your house is dirty as hell, maybe turn that on. If you haven't cleaned up in a while, your house looks like Asmongold's bedroom, don't turn that on. If you say, "What's new?" via voice command on any screen, you can now check for new features. Currently, voice command preview is available in English, blah, blah, blah. The voice command sucks on PS5. I turned it off. And they've improved messages and usability on some screens. And then there was like a secret feature that got activated where if you go in your library, you can push start on a game and check it for an update. Previously, you could only do that on the home screen of the PS5. You couldn't do it in your library. It's kind of a cool feature. It's just like, I don't know, where are themes? Where's a web browser? Where is like this list of things that people are still asking for from you guys? And why wasn't this in the huge update a month ago? A lot of questions for Sony on this one.
I know a lot of people are not happy with some of the things that Sony is doing software-wise or update-wise. There was a lot of chatter about this news with the PS5 Slim requiring an online connection in order to make your disk drive work for the if you buy the attachment.
And they're like, it's because of anti-piracy laws or something. It's like, I don't care, figure it out. That's such a stupid requirement, and it's not clear if that happens with the disc edition that you buy at the store, that comes with it already installed. Does that have to connect to the internet to work? Because that would really suck. Also, it's not clear if once you activate it with your console, if it's locked to that PlayStation, or if once it's activated, you could plug it into a new PlayStation in case yours breaks. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered with that, but it's just an unforced error, right? You didn't have to do this, and that's the problem.
I wonder what's preventing them, because, the dynamic background on the PS5 home screen, it's pretty cool looking, and as you hover over the game, it comes up with the game art and plays special music. If you hover over Spider-Man, I really like the old Miles Morales one, you hover over and it's like... But, yeah, you gotta give people the ability to put their own backgrounds, even if it's not dynamic. Forget about the dynamic stuff for a sec. Just give people the option to personalize their home screen. And I wonder what's preventing them from doing that. It seems like an easy sort of thing. And it's something that they've supported all the way back to the PSP. I remember uploading pictures on my PSP and changing the home screen every other week. Yeah, it seems weird that that's not part of the lineup and it's not part of this update.
I agree, and it's kind of a little late, I would say, since if you hack your PS5, you can put themes on it. People have just made their own. So if that's happening, I think it's fair to expect it from Sony. And also just PS3 emulation that is so ridiculous that they haven't figured that out yet in any capacity. People want to play these games on the PS5, and the longer you get away from that generation, the more likely PS5s or PS3s are going to break, and then they'll stop supporting them, and then we'll have issues there. It is nuts that you can just put an Xbox original disc into your Xbox and it'll work, but Sony just throws their hands up with one of their best generations, I would say, the PS3. But yeah, this update, I don't know, it's nothing crazy. It's fine. I'd give it like a 6.
I would say 6 is fair. Yeah, I'd say 6 is a fair number. No disrespect for the people implementing these updates. No disrespect. It's just not what we were necessarily wanting.
All right, so we got a combined story here about a bundle of a new PS5 and, you know, the current PS5. So this is the confirmation we've gotten from Sony for the first time that this year, this Christmas, this will be the year where if you want to get a PS5, you can just walk into any old store and get it, which is good, I think. Like last year, it seemed like they kind of opened the floodgates right around November. So there was a couple of months there where early Christmas shoppers, you know, they had a little bit of issues getting a PlayStation 5, but this year you should have no issue whether you're looking for the current PS5, the Spider-Man bundle, the new PS5. That's great. I think that's going to be good for consumers. And then the other side of this story is, interestingly, there's going to be a Modern Warfare 3 bundle. Like the PS5 Slim is just out in the wild at this point, and people are kind of like, that's not a good game to bundle in for a myriad of reasons. First off, Xbox owns Call of Duty now, so you're just bundling in an Xbox game, which will give them money based on sales of those PS5s, so that's weird. And also, Modern Warfare 3, it's like an open secret that it's just an expansion for Modern Warfare 2. It's not like an actual full-on new game, and they're selling it for full price $70, which is kind of crazy. So people are like, why aren't the bundles like Spider-Man or God of War Ragnarok or Final Fantasy 16, you know, these huge games that have come out this year? No, we're going with an Xbox first party game with this bundle. Odd.
We live in strange times, my friend. We live in very, very strange times that this PlayStation bundle, especially like going into the holidays and stuff, is coming with a game that is now technically owned by Xbox. I mean, whether you were for the deal or against the deal, this is like a galaxy brain move on Microsoft's part, because we know so many PlayStation owners play Call of Duty and they buy it religiously. There's like a percentage of PS5 owners that only play Call of Duty, like games like Call of Duty and Madden and stuff. And now every time someone buys Call of Duty on PlayStation, which is often Xbox is going to get money, and that is just insane. Galaxy brain move. Like I said, but it is confusing because around this time, well, when did the God of War Ragnarok bundle come out? It was around this time last year. And so, yeah, it seems weird that around this time, one of their biggest flagship games, they do a bundle for it and they do the controller for it and everything. But with this, they're not doing it for Spider-Man 2. It is kind of strange. I know they just had the special edition Spider-Man console come out, and they have the special edition
That's so
controller
weird. That's
coming
not
out.
Just release the Slim and make the new edition, the new like special edition version for Spider-Man, make that a Slim console. That's so weird that they let everyone pre-order and buy all these custom edition PS5s only to announce after they had all been delivered, oh yeah, by the way, there's a new PS5 coming out. Like, I would go for the older one. I've talked about this many times on the channel. Like, it seems like the thing that they cut out of the new PS5 all has to do with cooling to reduce the size of it, so that's bad. It doesn't really look that much better. It doesn't run games better, and if you bought the one of like 5 copies that they had of the plates for the PS5, the Spider-Man 2 ones, those aren't going to work on this new PS5. So like, there's a lot of reasons not to upgrade for sure, and there's a lot of reasons to go for the old one. It's just, the whole situation surrounding this is bizarre. The release of this Slim, it feels like they're just doing it to do it.
Full terabyte of storage.
That's cool.
Full terabyte.
That is cool.
Full terabyte.
But like with the PS5, you can just upgrade your storage so easily, right? Like, it's not this ordeal that you have on Xbox.
So you're saying that they should have not done the special edition Spider-Man and
they should have
a
done
special
a
edition
special edition Slim
and then waited for the holidays.
They should have just released that console earlier because it's already in stores. Like, people, they're just sitting on it. It comes out like November 15th and it's already in stores.
It is interesting. Like, I wonder what the split is going to be between sales of the old PlayStation 5 model and the PS5 Slim. You think people are going to go for the Slim because it's technically the newest, technically future-proof?
Probably,
Or are they going to go for that older one? And do you
They're just going to go for whatever's available.
And are we going to see, like, with the release of the Slim, prices being driven down for the old model, like on the resale market?
I think they'd go up because once like Austin buys one and breaks it open and goes, holy crap, the cooling's like 80% reduced in this thing, like it's gonna start overheating, then people are gonna start going to look for the original model.
Yeah, and they just released a whole new line of plates. Like the cobalt, like the deep earth, like the ruby
it sounds like
red,
they should have just
whatever.
waited for the PS5 Pro.
No, the more we talking about it, the more it seems like they should have just waited. But the fully stocked retailers for PS5s, I just imagine they're gonna sell gangbusters, man. Especially with all this buzz and hype around Spider-Man 2, people are gonna want to play this game, and in order to do it, you have to buy a PS5. I feel like it's going to drive a lot of people to upgrade if you are still on PS4. It's going to drive a lot of, parents to rush to stores and buy it for their kids and stuff.
The last thing I want to talk about here is nuts for a different reason. So this morning, the Epic Game Store version of Arkham Knight updated randomly. And
you're like,
you could just
use
use the bat. Yeah, I was like, that's weird. I saw it on Twitter. And this happened last year. There was like a trick where someone made a mod skin of the Pattinson Batman for Arkham Knight, and they made it seem like it was dropping, and it was a trick that got everyone. But this year, the game updated, and suddenly the Robert Pattinson Batman skin was there. There was no announcement or anything, and people were looking on Steam. That version didn't have it. The PS4 version didn't have it. They released another update and took the skin out. So people are like, what the hell is going on? Because the Switch version of the Arkham Trilogy was supposed to come out October 13th, and they delayed it to December. And this skin allegedly is going to be included with that, and then was going to be added to the other versions with it. If I gotta wait till December now that I know it's real, to play with this skin that I've wanted for like years at this point, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, Nintendo screwing shit up for me once again. This is not good.
I'm not gonna lie, man. The stills of this suit, they're tough, man. They're so this is awesome. Like, this is incredible.
People are like creating movies, like recreating movie moments with it. I'm like, I want to do that. I want to, like, that's a Halloween game.
This looks good. They did a good job with the skin. It looks tough. It's like, it's one of my favorite suits, like in the Batman film franchise, or like in Batman film history. And yeah, and it's crazy to see that they're updating the game after all of these years and adding stuff to it. Like, yeah. I thought they were done. I thought they were done with this, to be completely
honest. They should update it on PS5 and Series X to run at 60, because it totally could. Yeah. But yeah, whenever this skin comes out, I will be replaying Arkham Knight, because it's a good game and I want to play as Pattinson.
And the Arkham Trilogy is one of my favorite superhero games ever, like superhero franchises ever.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of time with Arkham City, especially.
Me too.
And it was just, yeah, the twist at the end with Joker and stuff in that final fight after like the toxins already run its course and stuff. I still remember that, man. I remember where I was and what I was doing in life when I was playing through a lot of those missions. And the fact that it's left such a lasting impression on me is what makes me upset when people are like, Spider-Man, best superhero game of all time, not even close. I'm like, wait a minute.
I love Spider-Man.
I'm like, this is great. And Spider-Man 2 is definitely, I would say, the best Spider-Man game ever. But to say it's the best superhero game, period, I'm like, I don't know about that, Chief. I think people have short memories. Or like maybe they just played Spider-Man. But I would put Arkham City as at least top 3.